Hey guys, it's me Ishita and I'm back with another explanation video for Tempest, and today we'll be doing Act 5 of Tempest. That is the main climax where we'll get to know how it all ends. So without any further ado, let's dive right into it. Now, this scene begins with Ariel telling Prospero, the state of the royal crew, that is Alonso, Antonio, and Sebastian, that the three men are going crazy. They are desperate, they are remorseful, they are sad, they don't understand what's happening around them. And why they are in such state is because of what happened in Act 3, Scene 3. Where we saw the whole banquet situation which occurred, and Ariel in form of Harpy accused them of being sinners. So now they're afraid for their life. And Ariel asks Prospero to do something about them. So Prospero reassures Ariel and tells him that he'll be compassionate in dealing with the royal crew, and he asks Ariel to bring the party towards him and he will finally confront them. So now Ariel leaves. Prospero begins a soliloquy or a dialogue of Prospero to himself. Now a soliloquy is basically when a character is speaking to himself. He is also telling things to the audience, but he's basically talking to himself. So that's what Prospero is doing here. And when he's talking to himself, Prospero ponders over how much he has accomplished with magic. And at the end of this dialogue, Prospero finally realizes that all he wants to do with magic is done, and now he will leave his magic behind. He's bury his magic staff and drown his magic books. So that is how his dialogue or soliloquy ends. And then there is the entry of the royal crew. The royal party enters and is placed inside a magic circle drawn by Prospero, and with a few spell words the magic and the spell is lifted, and now Prospero is dressed in his fine duke clothing, and now he is face to face with the royal party. And now Prospero does the act of reconciliation. He goes up to Alonso, he embraces him and makes Alonso realize that how wrong he was when he conspired against such a good fellow. In return, Alonso gives up Prospero's dukedom and proclaims him to be a true duke. And then Prospero goes up to Gonzalo, his old friend, and embraces him, because all that was possible today is because of Gonzalo. If it were not for him, he and his daughter would not even be alive. And in this whole scene, Gonzalo is the only person who has nothing to regret and nothing to be sorry about. And then Prospero goes and faces Antonio and Sebastian. Prospero tells them that he will not charge them as traitors this time, and he forgives Antonio and asks Antonio to give up his claim and the dukedom that rightfully belonged to Prospero. And then we see that Alonso is still really sad about having lost a son to the sea. That's when Prospero says that he too lost a child, and further explains and says that he lost a child to a marriage, and he removes the curtains revealing Ferdinand and Miranda sitting and playing chess. When Ferdinand sees Alonso, there is a happy reunion between father and a son. Both, having thought that the other one was dead, are really happy to find each other alive. Ferdinand further explains to his father that right after he thought his father was dead, thereafter he met Prospero and his daughter, and he immediately fell in love with Miranda, and now they are both betrothed to marry each other. And Gonzalo cries, for he is so happy at seeing the miracle of God, that everything turned out to be so wonderful. Alonso gracefully accepts Miranda and welcomes her to his family, and he says that he will be like a second father to Miranda. And then there is the entry of Ariel with boatswain and the captain of the boat. Although the boat is still in the harbor, safe and sound, the men cannot explain how any of it happened. They are puzzled, and Alonso is also mystified, to which Prospero tells him not to worry about such concerns. Then there is the entry of Stefano, Trinculo, and Caliban, the drunk trio. Prospero then explains to all how these three men robbed and plotted to murder Prospero. Caliban immediately repents and seeks grace of Prospero. He realizes his mistake, and then the three men, by Prospero's grace, are sent to decorate his Prospero's cell, or the place where he lives. Now we can see Prospero's level of forgiveness in this act. He is forgiving each and every person, and he even tells Ariel the rarest action is in virtue rather than in vengeance. He tells Ariel that it's better and it's greater to forgive someone than to take revenge. Although he has had his part of his revenge on each of his enemies, if you see through. And then Prospero invites his guests to spend the night with him, and that is why he sent the three conspirators, Caliban, Stefano, and Trinculo, to decorate the place where he lives, for he was going to have guests tonight. And he asks or tells his guests that he would tell them all of the adventures that he had had in the past 12 years that he spent on this island. And the last thing that he does is he asks Ariel to fulfill one last duty before being liberated, and that is to provide calm seas for their voyage next morning to Naples. And that's the end of the scene. Now Prospero is alone on the stage, where he delivers an epilogue whereby he tells the audience to set him free, that he has been on this island. This island was like a prison to him, where he had passed last 12 years, and now he wants to be set free so that he could return to Naples. He also tells the audience that he has no magic whatsoever right now, and any strength that he has is his own. And he also tells the audience that he has forgiven each and every person who injured him, and he wants the same forgiveness from the audience, and he requests the audience to set him free. And that's what the audience do when they give him a big round of applause. So that's Tempest for you, and I'm officially done with all the acts plus the epilogue of Tempest, and I'll be leaving a link to them down in the description below, so kindly check that out. And I'll be moving along to another explanation video. So if you want me to explain another of the topics of literature, kindly comment in the comment section, and you can also contact me via my Twitter account. I'll be leaving my Twitter handle in the description below. And if you're still not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Kindly go below, click on the subscribe button, click on the bell icon if you want to get notified as soon as I post new videos. And I'll be seeing you in another of my videos very soon, I hope. And it's till then, Ishita signing off.